Hi, this is Demetria,
And this is Robert.
and I promised that I wasn't going to do a YouTube video until I got my hair done. But I'm watching Double Toasted, and I just saw something that was profound that really made me angry.
Yeah, so we definitely got to get into it. We got to get our opinion in on it.
So, this is about Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Y'all better leave him alone. I'm not playing about Mark Wahlberg. I love him. I've always loved him. I loved him from way back when, since he was Marky Mark. He was with the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
I love Mark Wahlberg.
Grew up on some Walhberg. Yeah.
And the thing that I'm coming on here saying is that people are like, should we forgive him for what he did when he was 16? First of all, please think back to when you were 16.
Yeah.
Or when you were a teenager, period. Doesn't matter how old you were. We have all done and said ignorant things when we were teenagers. And some of us in our 20s. And some of us still say ignorant and stupid things.
Yeah, even now. Yeah, like... I'm sorry, baby.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like... think people have to understand is age doesn't equate to... maturity.
Right.
Like... I'm pretty sure we've all done dumb things when we were in our teens, our 20s. I know I've this thing. Sorry. So yeah, like there's been a lot of things that people have done that are pretty stupid when we were younger.
Yes.
Like we have to kind of put like there has to be a statute of limitation for forgiveness at some point. So pretty much what we're talking about is, so Mark Wahlberg was trying to defend George Floyd in the Black Lives Matter movement, and in the PlayStation 4. So in the break of everything that happened, Mark Wahlberg somebody dug up something and was like, oh yeah, that's all nice and dandy that you're doing that, but didn't you do this stuff back when you were 16 years old? And yeah, Mark Wahlberg was he was a racist dude when he was 16. But again, we've all done dumb things.
And honestly, if we all think back to when we were teenagers and we were growing up, we all said some racist things. We've said something racist. I'm not saying that I've ever went after anyone or beat up anybody because they were racist, but I said racist things. And I've never been a racist. I can honestly say I'm not one of those people that be like, oh my god, I have 5 white friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted them white. Yeah, no, I can't even count how many white friends I have. I can count how many black friends I have. I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be serious about that. But I can never count how many white friends I have because I have so many. So I've never been racist. I've been accused of it before by people who didn't know me, never met me, or only knew me for a little bit. But my real white friends know that I'm not racist. But even say I was back then, that doesn't make me a racist now. And we have to understand that people do change. And no, by any means necessary, I'm not condoning what Mark Wahlberg did, because what he did was wrong. But again, the only people that should be angry is the victims.
Yeah, exactly.
And if the victims aren't saying anything, then what gives anybody else the right to say anything about what he did?
Yeah, and I for the sake of argument too, you guys want to dig up the past of Mark Wahlberg and use that to your advantage. We can do that with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's do that with Eminem. When Eminem was 15 years old, he made a song dissing black girls because he was dating a black girl back in the day, and she broke up with him.
She broke his heart.
She broke his heart. So he decided to make a song targeting black women. I'm pretty sure there might be some of y'all watching this that are Eminem fans. Why don't y'all cancel Eminem?
Right.
I'm pretty sure y'all not going to do that, but let's be consistent down the board.
And I agree with Corey on Double Toasted when he said that they're stupid to pick and choose who you forgive.
And that's what we do a lot.
And people make me mad because I've always said, why pick and choose the people you want to help? Why pick and choose the people you want to forgive?
Exactly.
Pick and choose the people you want to love.
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to bring God into it and bring all kinds of religion. Then you want to bring in like
Sorry, what's going on?
like silly stuff. I'm just getting tired of America like being so separated. Like I'm sick of the black and white and the right and wrong and everybody judging everybody. Like if you cannot judge yourself, then don't judge anybody else. Like enough is enough. But again, don't come after Mark Wahlberg. Y'all better leave him alone. Like I'm tired of the ignorance that's going around. Like people are like, should we forgive him?
Hello?
It's been forgotten. Like not forgotten, but he's been forgiven because of who he is. Not because he's just Mark Wahlberg, but because he's not a racist. He's never been. Just like you guys came after Liam Neeson when he admitted, when he's the one that told you the story. He told you that he was racist, and back in the day, and he told you why. And it's like people got angry with him and didn't go see his movie and things like that, which is stupid. Liam Neeson is not a racist, nor has he ever been a racist, and I don't look at him as being a racist, and I'm still a fan of his. Just like I'm always going to be a fan of Mark Wahlberg. Like I'm his #1 fan. So if anybody knows Mark Wahlberg, just let him know. Send him this video. I'm a #1 fan. So that's just how I feel. Leave him alone. Yeah. And then just like when you dug up stuff on
George Floyd.
No, not George Floyd. Oh yeah, you dug up stuff on George Floyd. You know,
because a lot of racists do. But
like it's almost like you're saying he deserved to die because of his past. Like
yeah, exactly.
Who says that? Like who gives you the right to judge?
Exactly.
Like you're not the judge. God did not make none of you the judge or jury or nothing like that.
Or an executioner even.
An executioner, right? And so, and then you want to bring up the past of Kevin Hart. Like to me, they did that on purpose because no one black has ever did the what award show was that? The not the BET Awards. The Academy Awards, was it?
I think it might have been Academies.
No one black has ever did the Academy Awards, and so they dug up something on purpose so he wouldn't be the first black to do it. And so I think they just did that on purpose. But again, and I felt like Kevin Hart didn't have to apologize. He apologized already, and that was something that was like years ago. And so listen, let me tell y'all something. If y'all find out that I did something years ago, like I'm like 46, about to be 47, and you find out I did something when I was 10, 12, 16, 18, I'm not apologizing for it because I already told God that I'm sorry. I repented for it. And more than likely, I apologize to the person or persons that I victimized or offended. So I don't owe society an apology. Mark Wahlberg does not owe society an apology. Kevin Hart does not owe a society an apology.
He does not.
Okay, so you guys need to stop it with this. Like, grow up.
Cancel culture, man. Like and this is why I say I hate cancel culture because we pick and choose who needs to be canceled.
Yeah.
Y'all were talking about like you guys were talking about. I'm sorry, my granddaughter's in the way. But yeah, you know, you guys talk about, you know, the whole Doja Cat situation. It's like, yeah, Doja Cat needs to be canceled. And it's like, well, what are you guys actually doing to cancel people? It's like, what are you guys doing to actually cancel people? Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, the problem is like, you guys dig up old stuff. And, you know, and I actually want... I know we're defending, you know, Mark Wahlberg too, but bring up, you know, let's not do a black. Let's do another white celebrity. How about James Gunn? You know, you guys dug up tweets from this guy from like 10, 15 years ago, and they weren't even like. I mean, yeah, they were pedophilic, like poorly like judged tweets. They were poorly done tweets. But I mean, he's not a pedophile. Dude's a really well-respected film director. And you guys brought up tweets that he did like 10 years ago. So and people are like, yeah, let's cancel James Gunn, and that. Well, I don't know if people canceled him, but I know I got him fired from doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, and what about like this is an example of who you guys choose to forgive and forget and keep them going. Dog the Bounty Hunter, not trying to bring up anything because I know his wife, passed away through the cancer, and I empathize with that. But I'm saying that when before all that, he said some racist things, and then he was canceled, and then you guys all petitioned to get him put back on the air. So why is it okay for Dog the Bounty Hunter, who got his job back, but oh my God, Paula Deen got canceled? What did Martha Stewart get canceled because of what she did?
No, she's still on. I think she's still on television.
And what's his face is back? What's his name? They did Passion of the Christ. Oh, Mel Gibson. He's back acting. And he didn't, you guys forgave apologize. Him. Yeah, he didn't even apologize. He didn't even care. He didn't care. And he's back acting and everything. So those are examples of you guys. Everybody wants to forgive and forgive or certain people and let it go, but you don't want to forget. But you don't want to forgive others. Like, no. If you're going to forgive everybody. And
this is going to hurt me more than it hurts anybody. You ready for this one? This was going to hurt me. You don't understand. My wife here is going to know how much this was going to hurt me more than it hurts anybody. Let's cancel Quentin Tarantino. You know how many times this man has said the N-word in his movies?
Yeah. Let's cancel him. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like
he loves saying the N-word in his videos. Watch out! Look how many times he said it in Hateful Eight. I was like, jeez.
He said it in. He had a line of that in Pulp Fiction, a really famous movie that everybody loves. He said it a lot in Django. Like,
I don't even want to watch Django.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you think, babe.
I know that's what everybody says. I might watch it.
It's not that bad.
But let's just stop, you guys. Just like seriously, like. We're not going to do this with Mark Walhberg. Y'all better let it go. Just seriously, leave it alone and let it go. Because it's not like it's going to spoil his career or anything. So that's not the point of this whole video. It's not about spoiling his career. It's about y'all bringing up. He's trying to sympathize and empathize and be with us together on this racial injustice and
exactly.
and inequality in this world. And you guys are giving him crap about it because it's something he did when he was 16. Like, no. Just like the Bible says, he who is without sin cast the first stone. So who gonna be a liar and cast the first stone? Because I know full well when y'all were teenagers, y'all did some crappy stuff. It just was not recorded, and y'all haven't mentioned it. But I'm pretty sure we all have the stories. Come on now.
And he apologized for this almost 15 years ago.
And I have never apologized to anybody for the stuff that I did, as if there was any racism put out there. But I mean, I apologize to bad things I did to other people and the people that I hurt that are still friends with me today. But I've never apologized for racist stuff that I said when I was a teenager or when I was younger. And I'm sure you haven't, and I'm sure you haven't. All of you out there judging, like, let it go. Like yeah, like you guys have totally. Like I told, after we got done with Double Toasted, I was like, put the camera up. We're about to do a YouTube video because I was like, society has made me angry picking on Mark Walhberg. Leave him alone.
Yeah, it's like I posted on Facebook, and I don't know. People don't understand when I post it. I said, "Welcome to America, home of the hypocrites."
Right.
Technology is here now, and it's being televised a lot more.
And then why is it being televised for? Like people can commit a murder, being videotaped and get away with it, and even have people backing them up, but. You can't say anything racist. You can't say anything against the LGBTQ community. You can't say, you guys are like, you can't say anything against the American flag. And if you don't like being in the USA, you can go back to Africa, or you can go back to Europe or England, or you can go back to where you came from. Like, excuse me, no. I was born and raised here in the USA, but So that's where I'm from. My ancestors are from Africa, but Demetria is not from Africa. My mother is not from Africa. Okay, so that enough on that about that too. Quit saying that. That's like stupid. Go back to where you came from. I'm already here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. You got to pardon our granddaughter. So
she didn't take a nap today.
She didn't, man. She's really hyper, so you got to forgive us. So
you
yeah,
have anything else?
I have nothing else. I mean, we went 15 minutes.
Yeah. So if any of you know, if anybody ever gets a chance to meet Mark Walhberg, tell him I've been wanting to meet him since I was younger. I tried to meet him when he came to Hollywood Casino.
Yeah,
I tried to meet him when he what's that car place where he had his
funny thing is,
food truck?
What's called Mark Wahlberg
Chevrolet or something like that. I tried to meet him.
Chevrolet.
He had a food truck over there. And I was gonna call up work and go, but I couldn't do it. I wanted to so bad. Like I've been dying to meet Mark Wahlberg, and I just want him to know that he has the #1 fan. And yes, I really want a burger, definitely. So if you ever come back to
me a burger.
Yes, me too. And if you ever come back to Columbus, Ohio, please look me up.
Yeah. The funny thing is,
or let us know.
Yeah, because like the funny thing is, I actually worked at that Hollywood Casino that he came to, but the funny thing is he came after my shift started, or he came before my shift started, I should say. So I actually missed him when he came in. So yeah, but that's pretty much our thing. I know we kind of just went on a rant, but you know,
I was really not happy about hearing about that stuff about Mark Wahlberg. Like we really bringing that up again, like. Just stop it.
Yeah, he already apologized for it. And this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
This cancel culture thing is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it is.
That's all it is. It's getting out of hand.
And what's another sad thing about Black America or about our culture is we can unite in violence and we can unite in hate, but we can't unite in peace. We can't come together in peace.
That is the key.
Like honestly, like watch what happens when all this blows over, which it is, because it always does.
Yeah. As
soon as it blows over, we're gonna be divided again. Light skin against dark skin, natural hair against weave. Who makes this amount of money versus who don't, and first of the month people versus the people who's working and things like that. Like it's all gonna go back to being. It's all gonna go back to being the same. We're gonna be back divided again. So like, don't try to just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Just stop. Like enough is enough.
It is, yeah. We're gonna definitely do another video too, because we were talking about the George Floyd riots and what we thought about that. I think we have similar views on that, but then we have like conflicting views.
It'll be a debate, trust me.
It'll be a debate between me and her. So I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to our rant.
Yeah,
and thank you for putting up with our granddaughter. Oh my gosh,
jeez, yeah, she's hyper tonight. So
if there's anybody out there that's got energy to match hers, please feel free.
Yeah, exactly.
Say bye.
Say bye. You gonna say bye? You gonna wave? You gonna wave at the camera? All right.